Yo, what up? Johnson Podcast back and better. We live, looking good. Not as rough as 2 weeks ago.
Half rough.
Yeah. It's looking a lot better. Trust. Today's the 21st, February 21st, 2023. We back at it. I believe this is episode 3. I get confused. I know it's season 3.
Episode 30.
Yeah, somewhere around there. We're about 30 episodes in, for real, though. Shout out to us for keeping it going, keeping it flowing for the last year. It's not much. Not much really go off of, really. It's All-Star break for the NBA continues on Thursday. Super Bowl was last weekend, not the weekend that's just passed. Today's Tuesday, but the weekend before that one. And Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champion. Shout out to them. It was a hell of a game, man. It was a good game. Do you think it was a holding call?
It was a holding, but
Do you think it should have been called?
I personally don't. But whatever.
What if it's not called? Then do you think it's the same reaction? Hey, he was held.
The ball was so far overthrown to me. I don't think he would have called it anyway. But whatever. They called it. It was a hold.
Even James Bradbury said it in a post game. You saw what Juju was getting a little bold after winning the Super Bowl. They had to get on him on Twitter. He went back and forth with a couple of Eagles with A.J. Brown, C.J. Gardner-Johnson. A.J. Brown shut him up, though.
He had a good game, though.
Yeah, good game. He was like, A.J., because it was actually pretty funny. He put James Berry on the Valentine's Day card and said, "My gift to," I don't know, something, and it was just funny. A.J. Brown had to get on him saying that without Patrick Mahomes, you were on your way out the league. So it's somewhat kind of true there, you can say. You can argue. So
it was a good game.
Great game, though.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Eagles, too, man. That was just tough for them to lose. Jalen Hurts had a hell of a game. He could have won MVP even with them losing. That's how much of a good game he had outside of the fumble.
That's what cost him.
Yeah, indeed.
Ultimately, not really, because it was still, a lot to go. But
yeah,
they were rolling. They were driving down the field, and then he fumbled, and they're running it back.
Yeah, so that was a hell of a game. I like how it was just a good game overall compared to the last couple of Super Bowls, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
KC earned it though. They scored every time they had the ball. Second half.
Oh yeah, I don't know what happened. First half, all Eagles. Second half, all Kansas City. That's how it usually goes. Shout out to Andy Reid. You got to make those halftime adjustments, I guess. And it's mostly, I wouldn't even say outplayed. It's more so outcoached. And that the experience, I think, came up with Nick Sirianni being in his first Super Bowl and everything. So probably experience. But shout out to the NFL for having following up with the good Super Bowl. It's gonna be interesting. Free agency coming up in the next month and a half.
13th or something.
Yeah, next 3 weeks, you can say 3.5 weeks. NFL free agency's right around the corner. Everybody be moving around in the NFL because the money gets people. It's not like the NBA where players will stay and get that max guaranteed deal. The NFL players move for that money.
Well, that's because their salaries aren't guaranteed.
That's what I was going to say. They're not guaranteed, so they're going for the guaranteed money wherever it's offered. No matter who offering you, you got $30 million guaranteed, you going.
Yeah,
simple as that.
That's basically $30 million, over your contract.
Right. So yeah, shout out to the NFL, man. That's one of the two major things that we follow really that ended. So it's not really going to be that much to talk about. Like we said, Dodgers starting baseball. First game for spring training is on the 25th on Saturday this weekend. So
I'm not going to be able to tell you who won because I'm not going to watch.
It's just spring training. Nobody really cares about it. But it's just, it's good to see another one sport come out, another one come back in. It's not like we're just waiting on one sport all year.
Yeah.
But like I said before, NBA All-Star break. So, the season doesn't begin again until Thursday. Warriors at Lakers once again. Third time for the
got another dub.
Third time.
That's not for Warriors, baby. That's for win.
Yeah, they got us.
Getting another one.
I'm a little upset about that game. Clay couldn't shoot. Like, I don't even want to talk about it. We're not going into it because I was very upset.
Why? We don't ever go into anything that.
Oh, I mean, what do you want to know? Clay shot like 5 for 21, forcing up shots. And then that's the first game that of course, everybody want to play the Warriors. So your whole new team wanted to all come and play. And like I said, y'all got them pickups, man. Jared Vanderbilt, I know you love him. I told you already before he even started playing for you that he was going to be great for you. D'Angelo Russell.
He's smooth. He's a smooth player.
You need a more scoring, more than a traditional point guard like Russ.
And he passes when he feels like it. So, he's a good player.
And then whenever Mo Bamba, has he played yet?
Yeah, he was 0 for 5 from 3 on his first.
And then you got your boy Malik Beasley.
That dude can't make a shot, dude. I don't understand. Over there, he was going like 8 out of 12 for 3s on some games. We know he's hot cold, but he can't make nothing.
Really?
The Lakers can't shoot.
That's nothing new. Every time a player goes, one player go come to the Lakers and not be able to do it, especially because he dated Scottie Pippen Jr.'s mom. So I know he probably feeling a little nervous about that too. So
we're ready though. We're ready for the second half push.
Yeah, so are we. Once we get healthy, we'll be all right. You guys look finally healthy again, right?
Don't jinx. Look,
I'm just saying.
Don't say it. Just let it be. Just let it be, man. Because
right.
this team, they one injured player away. I'll even tell you like this: if AD went down for 10 games right now, we still be okay because we have enough depth to fight against teams.
You emailed Rob on deadline day or something?
Told him. I said, hey, go get him, buddy.
Yeah. You know, he asked for LeBron and AD's opinion on every trade before they accepted it. So, man.
Yeah. I mean, that's as a courtesy. You do it as a courtesy. So the German Dennis went back to the bench as I told you last time because you asked me to start a lineup. So yeah,
I set the closing lineup. I didn't set the starters.
Okay. Well, he went back to the bench as just like I thought. So
6-man.
Perfect. He's a great 6-man. He already won the award years ago.
Yeah, he did. But Atlanta, right? ATL, I think.
Yeah, I think it was Atlanta.
Like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, Atlanta. Not the Trae Young Atlanta times and all that. Buyout market in the NBA is taking some names. Patrick Beverley signed, the latest signing. Patrick Beverley signed with the Bulls yesterday. He said it came down between the Bulls and the Warriors. I'm glad he took the other choice. Him and Draymond on the floor at the same time would have been deadly.
Nothing but fouls and texts.
Man, and hacks. And it's like, if it was no Gary Payton II on our team, then I would have welcomed him. But we got Gary Payton for that whenever he comes back. So Kevin Love signed with the Miami Heat after being bought out by the Cavs.
You don't want to win.
I thought he was going to come to the Warriors, play with Clay, his old childhood friend, We needed him bad, too. Russell Westbrook got bought out like I predicted, signed with the Clippers.
This guy,
yes.
Man, this guy is just...
Revenge time, Russ. Show them why they should have kept you. Revenge time. Love to see it. No, I wanted him to stay home, too. It was either them or Miami anyway.
Should have went to Miami.
Nah, they got too many point guards over there. And like I said, I wanted him to stay home, playing with Paul George. I know he cool. He chilling because he went from 12th all the way to 4th to 3rd place. So he ain't tripping about nothing.
Still going to lose, don't matter.
So we'll see how that runs. Terrence Ross from the Magic got bought out, signed with the Suns.
He played already.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw some stat. I don't know what he did, but I know that All-Star Weekend also just passed. Dunk contest. Mac McClung. Shout out to Mac. Been watching him since high school. Going viral on social media and everything. So it's good to see that he got that call up too. Really cold. They want to call him up before the slam dunk contest. No, they gave him a 2-way though. I think he deserved it. I was pretty not upset, but it was just hard to see us let him go just because
we let him go too.
Yeah, but he didn't want to play with y'all anyway.
No.
No, he wanted. No.
We didn't want him. That's why we let him go.
Well, we wanted him, but we liked Ty Jerome better. He just fit us more.
He had some nice dunks though.
He did. He saved the dunk. Everybody's saying he saved the dunk contest, which you can argue just because of how terrible last year's dunk contest was. I think that was the worst dunk contest I've ever seen. 3-point contest. Dame won that. Dame Dollar. Anybody could have predicted he was going to win, honestly. It was between, I said Halliburton. Now, he did show out in the first round getting 31. That time for the most all time. And you know who else tied? You know who he's tied with?
Clay.
Steph.
Same
either
thing.
way, yeah, it's like that's 2 top 5 shooters of all time. So,
Clay top 5 shooter?
Top 7.
Okay. Just want to ask.
Top 7. He'll be top 5.
Because I had some people to throw in front of him.
I know, yeah. Top 7. He'll pass those 2 that you have. I know it's Peja that you got up there.
Peja, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen.
Steph. Who else?
Steph.
Larry Bird.
The Birdman was a great shooter.
KD.
No.
Not top 10.
Not top 5. Negative. I don't have the
What's
fifth
6?
right
He's top 6 then for you. I'm going off of my current era. I
No,
remember Peja.
I didn't say he was top 6.
Who? Clay?
No, I didn't say that.
Top 7?
Sure, but I didn't say top 6. Don't try to throw that in and say that I said it because he's not top 6.
Well, my era, he's top 5. So, what else? All 3-point contest. Halliburton got 31. Went to the championships. Lost to Dame and Buddy Hield, his teammate. I don't know why y'all don't like Buddy Hield. If you watch him shoot, he has a great form.
Who said y'all?
You.
I like Buddy Hield. I just didn't want to trade 2 first-round picks for him, and he making a bunch of money. Because if we traded for him and Miles Turner, we stuck with those players.
Well, you would have been giving up Russ's contract.
Yeah, but we're stuck with them because their contracts
too big.
Well,
no, take on.
Miles Turner.
He signed a 2-year, $60 million extension anyway with the Pacers.
Yeah, I guess you see the potential in the team. They have a good young team.
Yeah, they do.
They'll be okay
for the next few years.
Yeah.
If they continue to draft well, because they draft pretty well over there too. Who else?
Oh, and Nate McMillan got fired.
Yeah, that just happened less than an hour
from the
ago.
Hawks. I'm just so tired. It irritates me with Trae Young. I'm so tired of the stars getting coaches fired. Like, regardless to whatever you want to say about the way a coach is doing, you still got to go on the court and play. It's basketball. It's not as complicated as people think. It is complicated in the schemes, whatever, defensively, whatever you want to run, and have an offensive identity or whatever, but it's still just basketball. Either you're going to win or you're going to lose. Your team's good enough to win a lot of games, or they're just average anyway. Mm-hmm. They're just the average team in the East. The closest they'd be is top 5. I'm talking about in the standings. If they were if they were hot, they'd still be only
number 5.
Yeah, they still wouldn't even be doing anything. Right now they're like 29 and 30 or something, so 500. But the reason I'm disappointed in the firing even more, not because of the black coach team. You got a bunch of black coaches in the NBA. I think Nate McMillan's a good coach.
He just got him to the conference finals 2 years ago.
And they don't shine until they get to the playoffs. In the regular season, they're not even that good anyway.
Right.
But when they get to the playoffs is when they start shocking teams. Mm-hmm. Like they go and knock the Knicks out. They'll go and knock
Philly.
Yeah, they take them 7 or whatever. They go, yeah. So whatever. Now go on and with your little other weak coach and lose.
Yeah, because I don't think they're not gonna be a threat to nobody anyway. Not this year. I think, and this first of all, it's like you traded for another star, and it's the first year.
Yeah, I don't like the way they are together though.
DeJounte and Trae.
I think
too ball dominant because Devontae Murray had the ball in his hands a lot in San Antonio.
Yeah, but
he's not an off-ball player.
And he wants to go there and shoot threes. Dude, that's not your game, dude.
Well, you only saying that because he's on your fantasy
team. No, but that's all he does is stand in the corner and watch Trae Young and then, I got the ball and shoot a 3. Go to the basket. Do the things you used to do, which is everything. Everything else except shoot 3s. Rebound, assist, steal.
He can't do that well. I told you he had the ball in his hands more than anybody else in San Antonio, so of course he's able to do all that. Now he got to watch Trae Young take over. He should be the one in the corner.
Yeah.
Because he's a shooter.
Yeah, I guess.
They're not going to help off of Trae Young.
He's an okay shooter.
He's so mediocre. He's so inconsistent, too. He's easily a top 7 3-point shooter to the league to me, but he's just so
He got that floater though.
Yeah, I mean, well, you have to at 5'11", 5'10". You got to have that in your game in the NBA, or you're not going to be able to be successful. Team turmoil. Let's go with the All-Star game, too. Did you watch the All-Star game? Not any of it?
I watched the end and the highlights.
Wasn't nothing to see. They were claiming basketball, or that's not basketball, worst basketball.
What do you want to see at the All-Star game? I want to see offense. I don't want to see people clamping down on defense in the All-Star game.
Why not?
Because then you go get players hurt. I want to see 77 threes made in a row. That's what I want to see. Offense. I don't want to see defense in the.
Well, but no defense at all. Like none.
Look, I'm not getting hurt in the All-Star game.
Okay, but did you see the All-Star game 2 years ago and last year? How competitive it was. That's what we're asking for competitiveness, not for them to literally give layup lines for the whole game. Like, at least in the fourth quarter, at least intensify.
It wasn't layup lines, guys. We're standing there, but I'm just not going to be moving my feet like that.
It was layup lines all game.
Look, I'm not going to be moving my feet. No, I'm not playing. I'm not getting in the chair.
You saw what Shea said? Because Bron, he felt some type of way because he said Bron went to go block his dunk. And then he wanted to play defense on one possession when I go dunk. But then he don't want to play defense for the rest of the game. He said he got something for y'all.
You ain't worried about that little punk. You're not worried about him. Matter of fact, that leads to my next thing, or your next thing, or our next thing, is what you said about us, the second half.
Team turmoil. So what team would you consider is going to take a decline in this last 30 games?
OKC. No, you know, it's tough because I look at the top.
Let's go both East and West to make it easier.
All right. Well, for the East,
team that's going to decline in the second half of the season.
Neither. None.
None?
No.
None in the top 6?
No.
New York? Brooklyn? Brooklyn is 34-24 right now.
Oh, yeah, but that's the obvious. I mean, but they're gonna win. They still will win games. I wouldn't say just decline like that because their record is so good now.
They're still gonna.
They still can. Yeah, they can get in the play-in for sure. But I don't know if they're gonna keep losing games if Miles Bridges is going 45, 50, and yeah. So we'll see. That's your obvious pick. I know that's your pick. I mean, but that's like I said. We said it's obvious. If I was to pick another team, it probably would be the Knicks.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just so it wouldn't be surprising. That's all. That's why you're picking.
But Brunson carries them
more than Randall.
Yes, I told you Brunson's better than Randall. You disagreed last pod, so okay. He's better. I'd rather have Brunson than Julius Randle on my team. If I started a team today, I'd rather have Brunson. That's all I'll say.
Respect that. I mean, you can go either way to me. So, what about the team that's going to be on the rise in the East?
Philly.
As in, they're going to climb they're already in third place. They're going to climb the first or second.
It's going to be tough because there's so many games back. But if everybody stays healthy, I think that they can. I want to say Boston to decline, but they have everything,
and they're always healthy.
So yeah, they play, but the East sucks anyway. You know, there's no team it's either you're good or you're bad.
Well, I think the team, they're always a second half team, like I say every year. Toronto's go get up to, I said 8th or 7th.
They can't win on the road though.
Nobody can win on the road.
They like y'all. Home victories only.
That's because they in a whole different country. So,
all right, Western.
Let's see.
On the rise.
On the rise. Golden State.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We're gonna. I think we needed this break. We're either gonna be super bad, or we go get to top 5 before the season ends. And I could argue Minnesota.
Because Cat comes back.
Well, the last 15 games.
Cat not coming back.
Not until the playoffs. You could argue New Orleans. You could argue, no, because Zion won't be back for a while.
Of course. Always hurt.
Um,
Every time I tell you that, you say no about players. He's always hurt.
Shout out, yeah. Patrick thinks he's a bust. What do you think?
He's not a bust. He's just never healthy.
That's why he considers him a bust.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not going to call him a bust, but I can see why he would say that.
You hear that? Well, yeah, because I tell him I don't think he's a bust either, because when he's healthy, he's balling.
A bust averages 15 points. For where he was drafted.
Right, So, like Anthony Bennett.
Like, average 15, 14 points. I mean, he's coming in. He's going to drop 25, 30
at least.
Points.
Yeah, so that's why, I get that. But Golden State, I have that because we're at 9th. Then we go climbing. We're not going to be in the play-in. I refuse to believe that. So,
you know who my team is, buddy. No reason to ask me.
Your team?
The one that's going up, the Lakers, baby. We're going to get up to the 7th seed.
7?
We're going to get up to the 7th seed, and we're going to face the Grizzlies in the first round, and then it's bye-bye Grizzlies. LeBron averaged 40. AD averaged 38. D'Lo averaged 20. And everybody else just tag along and put it in the bucket with us. We're good. We'll get up to that 7th seed, baby. What up, Memphis? Hi.
All right.
And your decline team. This one's easy for me.
Don't even. I hope you're not about to be disrespectful because I think they're actually gonna be good.
No, but this is a decline for me. But who's your decline team?
Denver.
What? I don't think so.
I think they're not gonna be the first number 1 seed by the end. Well, no, take that back because there are too many games ahead. 5 games is a lot with 30 games left, unless you completely. So I'm gonna say Dallas.
Even with Kyrie, your new addition.
Mm-hmm. Because I don't think it's going to take some time for them to get used to playing together. So I think they go decline trying to figure that out. They probably go barely make the play-in. Or no, they're going to be in the play-in.
Well, my decline team.
Sacramento.
The Kings, baby. Going down. Patrick watching it. Going down. So, the Kings.
I told me too. He was like, don't be surprised about don't be surprised. Because he keep telling me.
That was the buzzer telling me I was wrong on my pick.
Definitely. He was telling me yesterday, he was like, man, I don't know about the Kings, man, because I think they could still, because this is a good coach. I think this is the best coach that they've had, arguably, in the last 10 years. They go through Luke Walton. I like Alvin Gentry when he was there, but they just need coach. I think they need solid coaching because the Kings ain't never been this good. Never been a 3rd seed.
Well, they've been good back when the Lakers had Kobe and Shaq.
Okay, well, I'm talking. That's 20 years ago when I was barely like 3 years old. I'm talking about like in the last 10 years, maybe 15. When have the Kings been relevant?
I know they haven't. They have no fans. I don't see any Kings fans in the world in LA. I've never seen one.
It's a couple.
I mean, it's one who claims he's one. So I need proof. But yeah, I mean they're playing great. They're
I don't think that's
32-25. I mean,
that's arguably the best season they've had.
It's a down year in the West, but you know they're
for them to still keep it afloat.
They win a lot of home games. They've been playing scrub teams too, so we'll see about the second half.
They have a winning record on the road. They're 15-13 on the road,
and they've been playing a great schedule.
How you don't even know their schedule?
I can tell you that they have the second toughest schedule.
You read
percentage wise coming
in this
up.
last half of the season. Who's the first?
I don't remember. I just noticed the second. I know it wasn't the Lakers because we got one of the easiest. So let's play. No excuses. LeBron needs to go average 40. You want to talk like this is the most important? Man, dude, just go out there and do it. Let's go. Stay healthy. No load management.
No load management?
No. We just playing. Go out there and play every game. I mean, back when I used to watch basketball, players wanted to play 82. They loved it. That was like they took pride in playing. Now,
you saw what Anthony Edwards said?
I didn't see what he said, but I know he tries to play every game.
He played every game this year. Him and Julius Randle, I think, were the only 2 All-Stars that playing every game this year.
Yeah, he tries to play every game for sure.
I note that for my fantasy picks next year.
And
Giannis want to get hurt as soon as I'm trying to make a comeback.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm done.
No, you're never done. You just gotta hope that the other people that are in the
You and
league are
Thomas.
playing well, because they playing against us. So they've been playing. They've been stepping it up though. The other players, man. You said some of them in the first year and playing in fantasy. They coming. They
just doing on like a 6-game winning streak, and then I would have ended it if I didn't lose by 1 point. I'm still mad about that. I will forever be mad about that loss because that really messed me up. Especially because if I don't make the playoffs, then that 1 point just makes so much of a difference.
Well, that's it's NFL, I guess. It's a slow week, so you got to carry it. Only thing in NFL, I mean, like I said, it's not any. I don't care about NFL until like March, 12, like when you can start signing. Yeah, that's like almost like another half Super Bowl. I love the NFL offseason. It's like my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
So, Marshawn Lynch said that he got fined $1.2 million in his NFL career for not speaking to the media. He said they signed him $1.2 million because of all the times he didn't speak to the media after games and stuff. $1.2 million, and they told him, remember that for the Super Bowl when he was like, "I'm only here not to get fined."
Mm-hmm.
He said the league threatened us fining $500,000 if he didn't show up for that media session. So he was like, "I'm here, I'm just here not to get fined." So that was a classic. But yeah, that's a lot of money, man.
1.2 million in fines is crazy. So, but I don't understand. Why do you get fined for that? Like, what if you got social anxiety or something that you don't know?
I have people for that to work with you on that. You're supposed to be available to the media after every game.
In the NFL?
Every
sport.
Every sport. I mean, no, I know NBA and NFL. I don't know about
baseball.
Yeah.
But NBA for sure.
NFL for sure. NBA, you're supposed to make yourself available to the media.
Sometimes I see that players don't be showing up.
Well, you can talk to. All right. Well, you don't necessarily have to be there talking in front of the camera. You can be off record talking to somebody who want to ask you about the game or ask you about something. So that's how the NBA does it. Like, say for instance, Stephen A. Smith wanted to take you to the side. Nobody's just you and him talking. I'll talk to the media. Okay. NFL, you got to talk to him for sure. You have to make yourself available. So.
No, I don't like that rule necessarily. I wouldn't agree with that 100%, but
it's a business.
I'm not a professional. Not really much else to go. I mean, you watching soccer?
No.
Well, Real Madrid beat Liverpool today, I think, for the Champions League. That's all.
Don't they always win?
No. Who, Real Madrid?
Yes.
You can argue that they won last year. So, yeah.
Did you watch the celebrity game with Metcalf?
I just saw him dunk, and I saw the video of him jumping like 30 feet in the air.
That's not real.
You didn't think so either?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. They said they drug tested him about it the next day. Took the drug test in.
NFL drug test, blah.
So,
they know how to pass those. So they tell you when they're about to do it. Like, how can you not pass?
You think Lamar Jackson go hold out for his contract?
I would.
You would?
Mm-hmm.
Unless
I guess they can franchise tag him.
Yeah, for $48 million.
So you franchise tag me, I'll play.
$46 million.
And if you don't franchise tag me, I'm holding out.
That's pretty tough.
That's it. I mean, why am I going to sacrifice? Because you look at it, if he get hurt again, he may be pretty much done, like a real injury, because his legs are they say he can throw. That's what allegedly he can pass the ball too. But his legs are that's where he makes his money at. Mm-hmm. So if you don't look, without me here, y'all be garbage. That's all I'll say. They'd be a good franchise. Don't let me call them garbage. They are a good franchise, but top and bottom. So they're a good franchise, good management. They're good, mm-hmm. Good coach. So they would be fighting to be in the playoffs, but they're not threatening anybody without Lamar. Lamar makes them special.
That's actually a pretty tough division too. You got the Bengals, Browns trying to step up too, and then Steelers declining a little bit. But I mean, they're not bad either. So
the Browns will be better next season.
The Browns will be better next season for sure. Anytime you change your quarterback mid-year, literally, I think it's like that was mid-season, but 11, you might as well. I would have just kept starting Jacoby Brissett.
No, I guess they wanted him to get out there.
Get used to it.
And see who you can trust.
Okay.
I guess. But.
Well, yeah, a little test runs, figure out the offense. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, they lost somebody.
It doesn't matter.
A quarterback's coach.
It doesn't matter.
So,
when you have Deshaun Watson, you don't need a quarterback coach.
We'll see how it is this year, though. It's going to be an interesting year coming up. Interesting free agency, especially coming up. It's not that many big-time free agents this year as it has been. I think the biggest you can argue is Lamar Jackson.
He's not a free agent.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Jimmy G, the biggest free agent. And Derek Carr, I told you he'd get released.
Well, that's because the money.
Yeah, well, I told you he'd get released because there's no reason for them to try to trade him. Nobody's stupid enough to take that trade, not even the Texans.
Well, all right, so where do you think he go sign? You got the Jets, Saints, Falcons.
Look,
who knows?
Your guess is as good as you can guess. I have no idea. I mean, if I was the Jets, I'd sign Jimmy G.
They had him as the best fit on their team today when I read it.
Because he gets the ball out quick. I mean, he's a
bridge quarter. It's more so for bridge. It's more so for mid-22 for Zach Wilson purposes.
Man, Zach Wilson is done, dude.
Think so?
Yes, they're gonna fight. If I was them, I would try to draft another quarterback.
I would trade him to the Falcons.
I'll draft another quarterback and then sign Jimmy G. Because you're gonna have to play that other quarterback anyway, so it has to be somebody you like. Jimmy G does, but yeah, he always gets hurt. So,
he wasn't hurt last year, was he?
Yeah.
Oh,
he was hurt when he went out.
Not this season. That just ended last year.
Man, he's always hurt, man.
Y'all went all the way to win the conference championship, like.
He was hurt. He hurt us in the playoffs. That's how he was hurt.
Wasn't it? No, because I was thinking. Didn't Trey Lance get hurt last year?
Yeah, he always hurt. I'm so tired of him.
Oh, you should have drafted your boy Mac.
No, we didn't need him. He's a bust.
Maxer?
Yeah, no, he's not a bust. He's not.
What's
a bust.
his name again?
I don't know. Maximizer.
Yeah.
He's not a bust. He changed offensive coordinators this year after his first season. So for a young quarterback, that hurts. He talked so much. He hated that. So they should have. Now they brought. I forgot who they brought back. So that should be a breath of fresh air. He should have an improved season.
And I think wasn't he at Alabama, if I'm not mistaken? And that's where Mac Jones went. So
I don't know what Bill O'Brien was. I know he used to coach the Texans.
Yeah, that's all I know. I think he was at Alabama though, like an offensive coordinator there. Mm-hmm. So they brought him.
So Mac could be okay. We need Trey Lance
to be healthy,
to step up. He
you don't want Brock?
He's hurt right now. I don't talk about hurt quarterbacks. Who knows how he's going to be when he comes back?
Trey Lance is hurt.
No, he's not hurt. He's ready.
You said that last year.
Mark it. That's all I got.
All right, that's all you got? I think that's all I got too, man. Well, appreciate y'all tuning in to the Johnson Podcast. Hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We will see y'all next time. We are out. Autobots out.